Hi there guys, and welcome to a new vlog. I'm just getting ready now to head out to my mom's house. She's doing some redecorating. She's painting her living room, so I'm gonna go out and take a look, see the new color. But first, coffee. And then I'm gonna show you a little montage of the scenes from when we went into the city over the weekend. Hi there, could I get a medium coffee with 2 cream?
Can I get 2 cream?
Yes. And could I also get a medium pumpkin spice cold brew?
Okay.
And that's it.
Take your time, guys.
Thank you. Wow, just look at that. It's starting to look so autumnal here. The leaves are falling. The weather's nice and cool. It's perfect September weather. Hi there, guys. Okay, so it's evening time now, and I thought I would show you what I'm doing tonight. First of all, I've got an episode of the Gilmore Girls on because I always have an episode of the Gilmore Girls on at the nighttime. But also, secondly, I picked up this notebook today, which is so cute, and I wish you could feel it because it feels so good. But I picked it up today because I want to start a Commonplace book, which I'll explain in more detail to you at the end of this vlog. But I'm very excited to start it. I'm also doing some reading. Currently I'm reading A Hunting on the Hill by Elizabeth Hand, which is the book I've talked about a few times. That's sort of the first continuation of The Haunting of Hill House that's been recognized by the Shirley Jackson estate. Very excited for that. We've got The Guest by B.A. Paris. I've only read one other book by her. I didn't love it, so I'm interested to take a gander at this one because I know a lot of people do love her books. Then we also have The Fortune Seller, which is from an author I've never heard of before. We also have Only If You're Lucky by, I think, Stacey Wilmingham. I think I've heard of her before, but I've never read one of her books. And then 27 Minutes. So those are the 5 I've got lined up for spoiler-free book reviews in the coming weeks and months, perhaps. Alright, hi there guys. It is the next evening now. It's, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m.?
Yeah, close. 8:40.
8:40, that's close. That counts. It's 9 p.m. I'm just getting ready now to type up some of the novel I'm working on and probably watch some Gilmore Girls. Was that your foot?
Yes.
And Ed's here, and we thought we'd let him say hi. And here's Ed. He's got his haircut since you last saw him.
I don't know if you have seen the haircut. It's.
I don't think so.
The barber went like way shorter than what. This is after a couple of weeks of like growing out. It's
almost a month, I think, probably.
Yeah, it went way shorter than what I thought he was gonna do. But yeah. I don't know.
I like it.
Nice. It's nice.
All right, well, we'll let you go to bed now.
Okay.
So you can rest, and we'll see you later.
Did we already say that it was 8:40?
8:40.
Yeah, but I'm not going to bed. I'm going to do important work.
It's one of those early to bed, early to rise types.
Yeah, I usually get up at like 4:30, 5, something like that.
Whereas I'm a night owl.
Yes.
Slightly reformed.
Somehow we work.
Yes, well, I've reformed quite a bit.
Yeah, you definitely have.
I used to be every night a night owl.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, good night.
Okay, good night, guys.
So I thought I would show you guys this plant. I took a tiny slip from a plant that someone at Ed's work had, and it's grown so much. It's like an ivy, not an ivy, a vine. And it's looking so cute. I'm like shocked with how quickly it's growing. And then once it grows more, I'm gonna put it on top of a bookshelf. Not this one, but a taller one. And but look, I love how it's green but then purple. I should have taken a clip when I first got it, so you could see how impressive the growth is. Okay, hi there guys. I thought I would come now and finish this vlog, tell you about some things that have been going on, tell you about some things I've been working on, things like that. Just get you all caught up to speed, sit and have a chat with you guys. I always feel like I'm sitting and talking with pals whenever I do, and I hope it feels like that for you too. So let's just get on into it. First of all, Anna went back to school a week ago today. It's now Friday evening, and she went back last Friday. And she's had her first week back at school, and she's enjoying it and getting back into the swing of things, which is great. I will say this year it was easier. This is her second year at university if you're new here. And last year, after I dropped her off and came home, it was like somebody died, is what I felt like. I would move through the house just feeling like something was very wrong. And to not just, you know, it's the, if you're a mom that's had a child move out to, you know, go to college or go to work, whatever it is, it's a weird feeling that first time you come home and they're not here. And, you know, I'd say to Ed, you know, sure, she's off doing her own thing, you know, as they're teenagers, they're out and about more on their own. But the house just feels different when they've moved out. So yeah, last year it was like a death. I mourned it so hard. Mainly too because we didn't know, you know, you pick the university or college program that you want to take, and you don't know if you're going to like it. You don't know how it's going to go, none of that. So there was so much uncertainty for both of us. But last year went great, and she loved it, and she had a great time. And toward the end of the summer, she was excited to go back. So this year, dropping her off and coming home, it was much easier. So in case you're watching this and you're a new mom, and maybe this is your first fall where you've got an empty house, it gets easier. It gets easier. I still miss her so much, and can't wait to see her again, but it gets easier. So that was last week. This week I've just done my best to keep busy. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be starting a Commonplace book. And I saw this, I don't know if it was YouTube or TikTok or where I saw it, but somebody was like, let me tell you about my Commonplace book. And I was like, please do. I don't know what that is. And basically, this, the idea of a Commonplace book, I think started during the Renaissance is what I read. And it's basically a book where you collect knowledge, whether that's quotes that you read or hear or see, or ideas you have that maybe you don't need right now but you want to come back to at a later date. Just anything you want to remember, anything you want to keep track of, keep a record of. You compile it in a book. And I journal almost every day, so this seems like a kind of companion to journaling. And when I was in high school, I remember I wish I still had these. I don't know what happened to them. But I used to buy big empty books, and I would fill them with collages and notes and ideas and poems. And then I'd hand the books off to my friends and get them to fill it with their ideas and poems. And I had one friend in high school, her name was Marina, and she was a very talented artist, and she would draw in them. It breaks my heart that I don't still have these with me. I think it's because I moved around a lot in high school and after high school up until like my early 20s, and just somewhere in the shuffle they got lost, and it breaks my heart. Anyway, so that's just kind of seems like starting a Commonplace book seems like a natural progression from what I was already doing in high school. So I went out and I got myself a book. It looks like this. I wish you could feel it. It feels so nice. And it just says, it's written in the stars, and then there's a bunch of constellations, and it's just material. Oh, ASMR. It just feels really good. So I'm going to start doing that. Anyway, once I get into it and get a bit of it filled out, if you want, Let me know in the comments if you want this. I can make sort of a dedicated video with a bit more history about Commonplace books, show you some of the things I've been putting in mine. If you're not interested, I'll skip it. But if you are interested, let me know. And if a few of you are, I will definitely do that. And maybe, just hearing about this will make you want to start one of your own. I think it's so interesting, the things that people will see and hear and read and want to remember. That's so great. Anyway, so yeah, that's my Commonplace book. It's so cute. And it was like $7 at Walmart. You don't need anything fancy, just whatever you've already got or whatever you can find. Perfect. So other than that, I'm still working on this novel. It has a title. Should I tell you the title? I'll tell you the title. It's called Ruined. And I've got a cover. I'm not going to show you the cover yet, but we're almost there. We're almost there. This will be out. I know I've been saying, oh, soon, and it will be soon, but I just keep finding different ways I want to change it and expand on it. So I'm gonna say end of October, early November, which if it's November, that would make it 2 years from the last book, which seems fitting, but I'll keep you posted. But yeah, it's called Ruined. And it's a bit of a cozy horror, I think I would call it. It definitely leans a little spooky, but it's not extreme horror or anything like that. I think most people wouldn't be too excuse me, I'm gonna itch, wouldn't be too scared by it. So that's where I'm gonna leave you today. I'm gonna go upload this, or edit it, upload it, send it out into the world, and then anxiously await seeing your guys' comments. It really makes my day, just getting to see what you think, interact with you, things like that. Let me know, have you read any good books lately? Recently, a book that I cannot wait to read came out. It's called The September House. I had requested it months ago back on NetGalley when I saw it there, but I did not get approved for that one. Some publishers on NetGalley really tend to want to save their arcs for librarians and booksellers, which I get. So this book came out with one of those publishers, and I was like, oh, shoot. But I get it. But yeah, that's going on the top of my TBR list because, first of all, it sounded great, obviously, since I requested it. But since it's come out, I've heard so many people saying they loved it. So I'm like, adding that to my list. It's going right to the top. Okay, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Let me know what your plans are. So that's 3 things now. Let me know if you want a dedicated video to the Commonplace book. Let me know. Have you read any good books lately? And let me know what you're doing this weekend. And I'll see you again real soon with a spoiler-free book review for A Haunting on the Hill by Elizabeth Hand. Bye, guys.